From Meridian Logic, this is Readout. Kevin Warsh faced Congress for the first time as Fed chairman. 7 weeks into the job, he testified on inflation, rate policy, and his new reform task forces. Democrats wanted answers on ethics and independence. Republicans mostly wanted him to keep going. Warsh opened with a line he's clearly built his tenure around.
As I've said before and will say today, inflation is a choice.
Calling inflation a choice puts the accountability squarely on his own committee. Senator Ricketts pushed him on the Fed's balance sheet, and Warsh didn't hedge.
So I would like us to have a leaner, meaner balance sheet, but it's a discussion for my colleagues.
Leaner, meaner is not typical central bank language. Watch for this reshaping the task force debate. Elizabeth Warren, the ranking member, spent her time on ethics, not economics.
I will satisfy them
$100
completely.
million that you got just before you were sworn in, and you won't tell the American people where it came from.
Warren's framing sticks. Republicans clearly felt they needed to answer it. Senator Rounds gave Warsh the floor to rebut it directly.
Anybody give you $100 million?
No, Senator, no one did any such thing.
Notice Warsh denies the number, but still won't name who's buying. That gap is the story Democrats will keep telling. Chris Van Hollen went after something different, contact with the president himself.
Have you or have you not had communications with President Trump since you took this position?
I just don't want to be in the business of sharing discussions that the president and I have.
Okay.
I will tell you what I've said to the president repeatedly and said to the Treasury Secretary. They chose an independent guy to do an independent job, and that's exactly what I plan on doing.
Okay.
And I'd like to...
Warsh doesn't say no. That non-denial is louder than any denial would be. Senator Smith raised a quieter but bipartisan concern, who actually sits on the AI task force.
Is there anyone on the task force who has experience in the labor market, or somebody who can bring the perspective of an employer rather than an investor to the questions that are going to be asked and hopefully answered by this task force?
So if I could say two things. One is those three people you referenced are three of the smartest people that I know.
Warsh praises his picks, but never commits to adding a labor voice. That's an opening lawmakers will keep probing. Finally, Warsh made a rare admission about the Fed's own blind spots.
And had we seen the surge and paid attention to the surge in inflation and
Chairman.
money in 21-22, we might have seen this problem sooner.
A sitting chairman admitting the Fed was looking at the wrong data. That's not a small thing to say out loud. Bottom line, Warsh is hawkish on inflation and eager to shrink the Fed's footprint. But on ethics and independence, he's giving Democrats plenty to work with. Watch the September task force briefings and his next ethics filing. This has been your Readout.